మార్నింగ్ చిల్డ్రన్, మనము డైలీ ఇంగ్లీష్ మెయిన్స్ పేపర్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాము. అందులో భాగంగా ఈరోజు మెయిన్స్ పేపర్ తాలూకు పేపర్ నెంబర్ 38. ఇందులో డైరెక్షన్స్ 1 to 5 in the following paragraphs. 2 words have been omitted from each paragraph. 3 words have been suggested for each blank in 2 columns. Choose the set of words that will make the paragraph grammatically correct and contextually coherent. Coherent means related. R-E-L-A-T-E-D. See, here you are given with 2 blanks and you have to select one word from column 1 for the first blank and another word for column 2 for the second blank. Here you have to follow the word order, then you have to move as per the context. If you are not in a position to know the meaning of that word, it is inevitable for you to skip. That means it depends on vocabulary. Yes, first word. Through laws such as the Criminal Tribes Act, indigenous peoples were. Indigenous means native. N-A-T-I-V-E. Own country. Indigenous. Opposite foreign. Indigenous and Swadesham, own country. Opposite ఏమైతుంది? Foreign. F-O-R-E-I-G-N. Abroad. A-B-R-O-A-D. So, peoples were dash criminals. Dash criminals. Here criminals noun. So definitely before that you have to use peoples were dash criminals by birth. So seized criminals, deemed criminals, grumbled criminals. Criminals noun. Its modifier is adjective. Any word ended with ed is treated as verb or adjective. Here seized criminals, deemed criminals or grumbled criminals by birth and dash into concentration camps and entrusted into, excerpted into, herded into. See here again parallel usage. Grumbled, entrusted. Entrusted is a word followed by the position with, endowed with, entrusted with. It is not going to be suitable. So then if you read one word takes the preposition into, that is accepted. That means definitely accepted or herded. Accepted or herded. Herded means moved into. Herded means moved. M-O-V-E-D. So here moved into, automatically F must be used. So option 2 is correct. Then exerted means influenced. I-N-F-L-U-E-N-C-E-D. Then next, entrusted means assigned. A-S-S-I-G-N-E-D. Deemed, grumbled means complained. Grumbled means complained. C-O-M-P-L-A-I-N-E-D. So complained criminals. So through laws such as the Criminal Tribes Act, indigenous peoples were grumbled criminals or deemed criminals. Deemed means assumed. Seized criminals. So here F is suitable, herded into. So you have to go for deemed. And here you have to take herded. So option 2 is correct. Then Second one, in the legal challenge to the October Fools, the opposition alleged violence, and the suffering, violence dash and the suffering of ballot boxes, accusations which have been widely dash, widely is adverb. So after that we have to use verb. Widely corroborated, widely vulnerable, widely embellished. See, widely dash accusations which have been dash widely. Here you have to know the different meanings. Accusations means guilty of crime. Guilty of crime. GUILTEY. Guilty of crime. Then prevalence means spread. 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 Intimidation means frighten. 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 Defunct means end. END. Corroborated means support. SUPPORT. Vulnerable means weak. WEAK. Then embellished means attractive. 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 So here you have to move as per the word order. So alleged opposition, alleged violence, dash, and then this is noun. Definitely here noun we have to use. Prevalence ended with C is noun. Then intimidation ended with N is noun. Defunct ended. So here suitability, intimidation. So alleged violence, intimidation. So we have to go for B. Then under the suffering of ballot boxes, accusations which have been widely dash, which have been widely collaborated. So BD, choice 4. Which have been widely collaborated. Verb we have to use verb. Have, after have, what you have to use? Third form of the verb. Here corroborated, embellished. Here attractive, not attractive. Embellished means attracted. You may take attracted. ATTRACTED. So widely supported. So option 4 is correct. Then this exercise entirely depends on vocabulary. Then Parliament is the temple of democracy, the dash of lawmaking. Parliament is the temple of democracy, the laws of the dash of the article after this you have used now. The dash of lawmaking, the scene of debate, the theatre of dash. Of lawmaking, scene of debate, the theatre of dash. Of preposition. After preposition, you may use noun or you may use adjective. You may use adjective, but we should not use verb. So of dash face of the demonstration of the strength of numbers. Generally, the laws of making the scene of debate, the theatre of. So here you have to use noun. So then, you please try to search for the noun. Parliament is the temple of democracy, the dash of lawmaking. Abode means home. Then abstruse means difficult to understand. DIFFICULT, difficult to understand. Then tempest means A violent storm, VIOLENT, violent or పెను తుఫాను అని అనుకోవచ్చు. Then compliance means meeting place, MEETING, meeting place అని తీసుకోవచ్చు. Then gladiational means intense, INTENSE, intense. Then rejuvenated means make feel better. మరి అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? పార్లమెంట్ ఈజ్ ద టెంపుల్ ఆఫ్ డెమోక్రసీ, ద అబోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ లా మేకింగ్, ద scene of debate, the theater of dash, the theater of dash, face-offs. Face-offs noun, its modifier is graduational. So AE, choice 3. Then fourth one. Despite the existence of multiple parties in both countries, government formation has become a dash door process. It is noun. So here we have to use adjective. Rotating door process has become a rotating, embedding, assimilating door process. Rotating, assimilating, embedding. Then embedding means firmly. Other meaning deeply. Then assimilating. Understanding. Then enigma అంటే mysterious, MYSTERIOUS, mysterious. Critical. Prevaricated. Speak or speak in an adverse way. Then alternating. Alternating means occurring repeatedly. OCCURRING, occurring repeatedly. Then, despite the existence of multiple parties in both countries, government formation has become a rotating door process. ఎప్పుడు జరిగే యాక్టివిటీ ఇది, కొత్తదేమీ కాదు అంటున్నాడు. రొటేటింగ్ డోర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ విత్ ద సేమ్ లీడర్స్ ఆల్టర్నేటింగ్ ఇన్ ఆఫీస్. ఒకసారి వస్తారు, ఒకసారి పోతూ ఉంటారు, అటువంటి వాళ్ళే వచ్చిపోతూ ఉంటారు. ఇది రెగ్యులర్గా జరిగే యాక్టివిటీ అని చెప్తా ఉన్నాడు. దెన్ next, the High Court has been made the dash. What is the article? So here you have to use noun. Decorous observation, plaintive observation, crucial observation. So crucial observation, this is noun. Here you have to use adjective. This is noun. Here you have to use adjective. Decorous adjective, plaintive adjective, crucial adjective. Crucial means important. Plaintive means highly sound. decorous అంటే decorated అన్న సెన్స్ వస్తుంది. So the High Court then made the crucial observation. We have to go for C. Crucial observation that begging and homelessness are indicators of object dash poverty. Object dash poverty. Object chronic poverty. Poverty noun. Here again you have to use adjective. Chronic, long. Chronic means long. So CD. Choice 3. Chronic means long. For a long time. Treacherous means dangerous. DANGEROUS. Pondering and thinking. Book meaning contemplating. CONTEMPLATING. Now, once again, we are going to review the meanings. Here, vocabulary is very important, Nana. Prevalence means spread. Accusation means guilty of crime. Accusation, ACCUSCATAYN. Accusation means guilty of crime. Intimidation means frighten. Intimidation means frighten. So another sentence is there. Indigenous means native, own country. Opposite, foreign, abroad. Deemed means assumed. Grumbled means complained. Entrusted means assigned. Accepted means influenced. Headed means moved. Here moved into. Moved into. Then next, prevalence means spread. Accusation means gravity of crime. Intimidation means frighten. Defunct means end. Collaborated means support. Vulnerable means weak. Embellished means attracted. Next, abode means home. Obstruse means difficult to understand. Tempest means violent storm. Then compliance means meeting, joint press. Then gladiational, intense. Rejuvenated means make feel better. Then embedding means firmly, deeply. Stimulating means understanding. Enigma, mysterious. Prevaricated means speak in an adverse way, opposite way. Alternating, occurring repeatedly. Plaintive means highly sound. Crucial means important. Treacherous, dangerous. Then pondering, thinking, contemplating. Then next exercise 6 to 13. This is RC cum grammar. RC cum grammar. Mains law, this is must. So read the passage carefully and answer the questions based on the passage. As the millennium dash, the world feared the computers would crash because of the Y2K bug. The millennium dash. As the millennium dash, the world feared. As the millennium dash, the world feared. Because the world, as the millennium, the world feared. What is the world? Noun. So here you have to use adjective. Then go for options. Speculate, bolstered, donned, expatiated, emboldened. So here speculated verb. Speculated verb. Then bolstered means supported. Bolstered means supported. Speculate means form a theory without evidence. Guess. 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 ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ సర్మైస్. SURMISE. సర్మైస్. బోల్స్టర్డ్ మీన్స్ సపోర్టెడ్. SUPPORTED. Then donned means came into existence, came into existence, came into existence, EXISTENCE, existence. Then expatiated అంటే speak or write in detail, speak or write in detail, DETAIL. Emboldened means courageous. Emboldened means courageous, COURAGEOUS, courageous. ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ చెప్పాలంటే కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ అని కూడా. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏ వర్డ్ యూజ్ చేయాలి? ఒకసారి పారాగ్రాఫ్కి వెళ్ళండి. యాజ్ ద మిలీనియం డాన్ ద వరల్డ్ పీరియడ్. యాజ్ ద మిలీనియం డాన్ అంటే ఏంటి? మిలియం 100 years. ఆ మిలియం డాన్ వస్తున్నప్పుడు, దగ్గర పడుతున్నప్పుడు, ద వరల్డ్ పీరియడ్ దట్ కంప్యూటర్స్ వుడ్ క్రాష్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ది Y2K బగ్. ఇక్కడ బగ్ అంటే ప్రాబ్లం ఆర్ డిసీజ్, PROBLEM ప్రాబ్లం ఆర్ DISEASE బగ్. మిలియన్ 100 years దగ్గర పడే కొద్దీ ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుందేమో ఈ కంప్యూటర్ యూసేజ్ వల్ల అన్నటువంటిది ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా భయం పుట్టుకున్నది అని అర్థం. దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ B. Which of the following word given in the options should come at the place marked as B in the above passage to make it grammatically correct and meaningful also? Also, the words should fill in the two sentences given below to make them contextually correct and meaningful. See, you may read the paragraph, you may get the word in the blank, or else you are given with two words in the sentences. You may read these two sentences and you may get the correct word. That was the question. 7th question. The cold water causes the fat to solidify dash digestion. To solidify, disassembling digestion, dissembling digestion, belittling digestion, disrupting digestion, dismantling digestion. See, advantages, disadvantages. This is going to be the negative. So the cold water causes the fat to solidify. చల్ల నీళ్ళు తాగినామనుకో మన లోపల ఉన్నటువంటి ఫ్యాట్ ఏమవుతుంది? క్రొవ్వు గట్టి పడుతుంది. మరి ఏమవుతుంది? డిస్రప్టింగ్ డైజెషన్. దీనివల్ల డైజెషన్ అనేటువంటిది చెడిపోతుంది. డైజెషన్ అనేది జీర్ణక్రియ దెబ్బతింటుంది. The guns had to be secured in their positions on deck so that they could be fired without disrupting other items on the deck. The gun had to be secured in their position. మరి ఆ గన్స్ అనేటువంటివి చక్కటి పొజిషన్లో పెట్టుకోవాలి ఆన్ డెక్ సో దట్ దే కుడ్ బి ఫైర్డ్ వితౌట్ డిస్రప్టింగ్ అదర్ ఐటమ్స్ ఆన్ ద డెక్. దీనివల్ల ఇతర ఐటమ్స్కు ఇబ్బంది కలగకుండా మనం షూట్ చేయదలుచుకున్నదే షూట్ చేసేటట్టుగా ఉండాలి. కాబట్టి డిస్రప్టింగ్, స్పాయిలింగ్ డైజెషన్. డిస్రప్టింగ్ మీన్స్ స్పాయిలింగ్, SPOILING, స్పాయిలింగ్ అని అర్థం. డిస్అసెంబ్లింగ్ అంటే, అసెంబ్లింగ్ అంటే ఒక చోట చేయడము, డిస్అసెంబ్లింగ్ అంటే సపరేట్ అని అర్థం. అట్లాగే డిసెంబ్లింగ్ మీన్స్ కన్సీల్, CONCEAL అంటే దాక్కునుట. డిస్గైజ్, DISGUISE అన్న మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది. బీలిటిలింగ్ అంటే ఏంటి? తక్కువ చేసి చూచుట. డిస్మాంట్లింగ్ అంటే డెస్ట్రాయింగ్, DESTROYING. ఇది బి మీనింగ్ సంబంధించి. దెన్ సి మీనింగ్. ద సెంటెన్స్ గివెన్ ఇన్ సి has 4 words given in bold. Among us the given bold words, which of the following must replace each other to make the sentence contextually correct and meaningful. Now it is time to move to passage, and you have to read the here. The International Maritime Organization, the United Nations agency mandated with regulating shipping, had tasked that merchant ships should not burn fuel with dash sulfur content greater than 0.5% beginning January 1st. Here, sulfur content, that means D is absolutely right. Then next, the International Maritime Organization, the United Nations agency mandated with regulating shipping, had tasked with had mandated that national agency tasked with regulating shipping, parallel usage. So, regulating shipping, this one is also correct. So, there is every possibility you have to change 1 and 3. So, the International Maritime Organization, the United Nations agency, tasked with regulating shipping, had mandated that merchant ships. So, if you read these things, 1 and 3 are going to be swapped. 1 and 3. That means choice 3. Here 4. Then 6th one 3. Then next ABC is over D. In the passage given, a sentence D is given in italics. There may or may not be an error in the one part of the sentence. Choose the part which has an error in it as your answer. The same parts were given again in the question. So no need to go to the passage. Here you may read, before the ban, fuel had a comfortable sulfur content limit of 3.5%, which was applicable to. Applicable is a word followed by the preposition to, not over. So where is the error? Error is in 4th. Then D is over. Then you have to go for E. What is E? Which of the following phrases should fill in the blank to make it contextually and grammatically meaningful and correct respectively? See here. Again you have to go to the para 3 passage. You have to read the E. Come on, where is E? Despite the industry gradually gearing up to introduce the new fuel, many industry professionals feared that the new very low sulfur fuel dash and other vessel equipment. Once again, read from full stop. Despite the industry gradually gearing up to introduce the new fuel, many industry professionals feared that the new very low sulfur fuel dash and other vessel equipment past mandates on sulfur limits in American waters had led to many technical problems. Now you have to go to the E. Which sentence is suitable there? Highly regulated industry with a range of legislation which accounts for over 90% by value, courts of non-governmental and intergovernmental organizations would be incompatible with the engines. Which is suitable in E? Fuel and dash and other vessel equipment. Fuel, legislation and no, by volume and with the engines and fuel would be highly regulated, fuel which accounts for over 95% by volume and By volume and other vessel equipment, no. So, which accounts for scores of non-government, it is not related, would be fuel would be incompatible with the engines and other vessel equipment. Yes, this is going to be suitable. Option 4. Then E is over. Then you have to go for F. You have to go for F. Where is F in the FARA? This had not happened so far, but the global surplus cap is only one of the many environment related regulations that have been the shipping industry, that have been present perfect continuous tense or present perfect tense, generally has been dash the shipping company has been dash blowing up, shaking up, setting up, taking up, shaking up, kudipi veyuta. So which word is suitable? Shaking up. Second one, shaking up. Blowing up ante explode, pelchi veyuta. Shaking up ante kudipi veyuta. Drastic ante then setting up means arrange. ARRANGE. Idi shaking up ante kadipi veyuta. Taking up means start. START. Then looking up means search for. SEARCH. Search for. Then once you please go to the para so that you are going to know. F. So this has not happened so far, but the global sulfur cap is only one of the many environment related regulations that have been shaking up the shipping industry. Shipping industry is anta kadipi vesindi ani artham kabatti shaking up. The industry is generally risk averse and slow to accept changes. For instance, efforts are ongoing to reduce nitrogen oxides and ozone depleting. Depleting means decreasing. Depleting means decreasing. DECREASING. Decreasing gases. Further, the IMO has announced an ambitious project to decarbonize shipping in order to reduce carbon emissions. They come at a price. What is G? Go to G. G. Two sentences are given in italics in both sides of G. So, which sentence should come in between? As refineries, including those in India, struggle to meet the demand, freight costs have started moving up. Prominent maritime nations have their permanent. These regulations are triggering massive technological, operational, and structural changes. The IMO, like any other UN agency, is primarily a secretariat. So here these are not related. Only if you read the para lines, these regulations are triggering massive technological, operational, and structural changes. Third one is correct. Then next one. Next one. Go to the para. They come at a price that is over. Hence, the IMO currently lists India as among the 10 states with the largest interest in international seaborne trade. But India's participation in the IMO to advance its national interest has been After that we have to use after has been dash H. You have to go to the H. H. Has been a serious impact on every aspect of shipping. Has been a serious impact. Has been instruments, has been or has been reduced, has been maritime matters, has been desultory and woefully inadequate, has been desultory and woefully inadequate, has been a serious impact on every aspect of shipping, has been. So, second one may not be suitable, has been reduced, no, has been maritime, no, has been a serious impact on every aspect of shipping, has been a desultory, and woefully inadequate. Desultory means accidentally, ACCIDENTALLY, accidentally. Woefully means deplorable, 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 అంటే pathetic, PATHETIC, అనుకోకుండా. సో ఇది ఫిఫ్త్ వన్ ఈజ్ కరెక్ట్. దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ 14 to 18. Each of the following question has a paragraph from which one sentence or phrase has been omitted, deleted. From the given options, choose the one that completes the paragraph in the most appropriate way. As per the context, you have to move. Nutrition goes beyond just food with economic, health, water, sanitation, gender perspectives, and social norms contributing to better nutrition. This is why dash. The economic survey notes that food is not just an end in itself, but also an essential ingredient in the growth of human capital and therefore important for national wealth creation. Here we are talking about the food. Nutrition just food, then economic, health, water, sanitation, then again important national wealth. This is related to the national nutrition, food, health, water, sanitation. The momentum given to those cereals need to be, this is why the momentum, this is why focus on the bulk of the funding has been on technology. This is why implementation of multiple schemes can contribute to better nutrition. So here only one sentence is related to this. So implementation of nutritional schemes can contribute to better nutrition. Third. Then next, go to the next sentence. When he visits India for the first time later this month, US President Donald Trump can expect thronging crowds in Gujarat. Thronging crowds in Gujarat and dash. Thronging crowds in Gujarat and this is parallel usage. Thronging crowds in Gujarat and things could hardly be better among the two nations. But more than anything, it is growing bonhomie. It is growing bonhomie with Prime Minister that is expected to steal the limelight. So, here when he visits India for the first time later this month, US President Donald Trump can expect thronging crowds in Gujarat and things could hardly be better. Thronging crowds in Gujarat, perhaps a substantive discussion on trade policy in New Delhi. Thronging crowds in Gujarat and was undoubtedly the public relations victory that he won. Integrated air defense weapons systems also always be areas of untapped potential in bilateral cooperation. మరి ఏంటి అంటే ప్రెసిడెంట్ డొనాల్డ్ ట్రంప్ ఇండియాకు వచ్చినప్పుడు when he visits India for first time later this month. US President Donald Trump can expect thronging crowds in and Gujarat and perhaps a substantial discussion on trade policy in New Delhi. Trade policy in New Delhi. But more than anything, it is his growing bonhomie with Prime Minister that is expected to steal the General Prime Minister where he is going to meet in New Delhi. So automatically, which one is correct? Second one, context related. Then go to 16th one. The digital revolution has made interactions between humans and machines and among citizens, governments and businesses seamless and efficient. Today, e-governance enables and empowers citizens to directly engage with the state, thereby where data-based governance is expected to provide a solution, thereby service delivery and operations of the government, thereby next wave of transformation in digital governance is at the in the intersection of, it is not a complete sense, it is not going to be, thereby eliminating barriers in the delivery of public services, thereby eliminating or thereby solving congestion lies in improving the efficiency of transportation systems. Here there is no transportation, so it is not going to be the end. Then, so government related, okay. So thereby where generally thereby informed రావాలి, thereby eliminating. Choice 4 is correct grammatically. Then 17th one. One of the first things that strikes you about Parasite, the brilliant South Korean social satire that swept up 4 Academy Awards this week, is how familiar it feels to Indian viewers. Bong Joon-ho directs it like a perfectly timed high-wire act, but he simply points out that all 4 members of the Kim family smell the same. But upper class Indian justifies this by taking about hygiene. But into whose? But to it to use. This is not. But focuses on mirrors the enormous income gap in India, but grounds it deeply in his understanding of the class divide. Here, Bong Lo-ho, person. So here he is. So connectivity is there. Where? Choice 5. Just you have to see the connectivity. Then 18th one. The arrival of OTT platforms in India has introduced audiences to a class of visual entertainment not seen before. Shows like Breaking Bad and Chernobyl are different from the best of television earlier. They are hyper realistic and dash, in which the action might have actually taken place once considered impossible on TV. See, the arrival of OTT platforms in India has introduced audiences to a class of visual entertainment not seen before. Shows like Breaking Bad and Chernobyl are different from the best of television earlier. They are hyper realistic and multiplexes have helped small budget entertainment in which the action might have actually taken place once considered impossible on TV. They are highly realistic and was. Here or here was. No. They are highly realistic and give a. They are they are highly realistic and give a credible sense of the physical milieu. They are highly realistic and films. Realistic and films. The year singular, it is no, it is not going to be. They are highly realistic and used larger than life characters from the oral tradition in which so are they are highly realistic. And what about they are highly realistic and give a credible sense. Highly realistic, credible sense. Parallel usage. Choice 3. Then 19 to 23. Given below are 5 sentence statements followed by a set of questions. Answer each of the questions based on the given statements. The growing popularity of non-cricket sports. The error, this is nothing but correction of sentences. The growing popularity of non-cricket sports properties has shown that Indian audience is not averse to watch other sports disciplines. Averse to, accustomed to, prone to. After these words, we have to use the ing form. Addicted to, with a view to. Here, you have to remember certain things, Nana. Averse to, then addicted to, accustomed to, ACC, US, TO, MED. Accustomed to, addicted to, averse to, addicted to, accustomed to, with a view to, then prone to. After these words, you have to use ing form. So, you have to change to watch to watching. So, very there, very region, D part. So, 19th one, first question, very there in the D part. Choice 3. Then, 20th question, that is second one. As an active kid, they put him into sports, and he took to swimming, which led him, no need to use preposition to, which led him. So here you have to delete the preposition. So very there, error is in third part. Error is in led, not him joining. It should be his joining. Why? If any noun pronoun comes before the gerund, we have to put it in the possessive case. So as an active kid, they put him into sports, and he took to swimming, which led his joining the team at Yale. If any noun or pronoun comes before gerund, we have to put it in possessive case. Here, as per the context, led. After led, no need to use to preposition. So error is in which part? Error is in which led to his joining, or which led to his joining. Abudi error is in fourth part. You may use led, okay, to. There error is in fourth part. So then sentence 20th, very there, error is in fourth part. Choice 4. Then 21. Third sentence. Had I seen Jernica during my first walk through the museum. Perhaps it would have, perhaps it would have, perhaps it would have much less memorial. It would be much less memorial. It would have. So why? Because this is third condition. What is the first condition? In the if clause we have to use present tense. In the main clause we have to use will, shall, can, may plus first form verb. What is the second condition? In the if clause you have to use past tense. In the main clause you have to use would, could, should, might plus V1. What is the third condition? In the if clause you have to use perfect tense. In the main clause you have to use would, could, should, might plus have plus third form of the verb. So would have here would have much less memorial. Bigger would have. So where is the error? Error is in fourth. So then next sentence, 21 sentence, in third sentence, where is the error? Error is in fourth sentence. That is 3. Then go to 22. Indigenous peoples across Brazil are protesting against President Bolsonaro's plan to steal their lands and open them up for exploitation. Indigenous peoples across Brazil are protesting against President Bolsonaro's plan. Bolsonaro position case. After that we have to use noun to steal. To the first verb to steal their lands. Peoples plural, so their lands, and open them up for exploitation. So there is no error. So you have to go for, so in case of fourth sentence, that is 22, there is no error. You have to go for none. Then next 23rd, that is fifth sentence. Preview viewers could miss their favorite programs this weekend if record high air pressure affects, not effects, it should be affects. F-F-E-C-T-S. Affects, that is verb. Effect is noun, affect is verb. TV and radio signals. So where is the error? Error is in fourth part. So then 23rd, fourth part. So choice 3 is correct. Then next one, 24 to 28. A word has been given in each question and has been used in the sentences given below. Identify the statements where the word has been used in a contextually and grammatically correct manner. If the word has been used incorrectly in all the statements, mark 5. That is none of these as your answer. Identify the statement where the word has been used in a contextually and grammatically correct manner. Then adulteration ended with n is treated as noun. Adulteration. Fans of the latest vampire book trilogy show a lot of adulteration to the book's writer. Lot of adulteration. Of preposition tarvata noun. Adulteration. Not. Then the company's insurance adulteration. The company's insurance adulteration. Insurance adulteration, it is not going to be, it is not properly used here. When Bill made the game winning shot, his teammates served him with adulteration. After preposition you may use noun. Here after preposition you may use noun, both 1 and 3. Then procrastinate. Procrastinate means delay. Verb with it. Procrastinate means delay. D-E-L-A-Y. Or postpone. P-O-S-T-P-O-N-E. procrastinate, procrastinated, procrastinated. Most people have the tendency to procrastinate. V1. The uncertain car buyer will procrastinate until he is sure. Until he is sure. Okay, here also V1. If you procrastinate about making a purchase, if you procrastinate, here kuduka V1. So all 1, 2, 3. Choice 4. Then next, commotion. Commotion means emotion. Commotion means emotion. Adjective. Emotion. EMOTION. Jilly's commotion to like. Jilly's emotion to like. The adjective, not noun. Here Jilly's possessive case, but here noun ga use cheyanikled. So he heard what sounded like a stifled cry of pain from a silver voice. Then the commotion beside him resumed. Then the commotion. మరి ది తర్వాత నౌన్ కావచ్చు. ఏ కమోషన్ అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? మరి ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ కావాలి. ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ ఆప్షన్స్లో ఉందా? లేదు. అప్పుడు ఏంటి? హర్డ్ ఏ కమోషన్ అండ్ సార్క్. హర్డ్ ఏ కమోషన్ అండ్ సార్క్ అండ్ ది కమోషన్ బిసైడ్. జిల్లీస్ కమోషన్ టు లైక్. జిల్లీ అబద్ధం చెప్పడానికి ఎమోషన్ చూపించాడు అని అర్థం. ఈ హర్డ్ వాట్ సౌండెడ్ లైక్ ఏ stifled cry, a plain form, a stiller voice, then the commotion beside. No, we had gone about 40 feet or more when we heard a commotion. Yes, here noun A, 1, 2, 3 leda option. So you have to go for none of these. Choice 5. Then dubious. Dubious means adjective, meaning doubtful. 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 Dubious adjective. The smell of dubious blood. All the food in the refrigerator went dubious. Kullipoyinadi. When questioned about the night of the murder, the suspect's memory was dubious, doubtful. మరి ఇక్కడ ఏవేవి సరిపోతాయి? డుబియస్ మీన్స్ ఓయుఎస్తో ఉండేది అడ్జెక్టివ్ డౌట్ఫుల్. ద స్మెల్ ఆఫ్ డుబియస్ బ్లడ్. బ్లడ్ నౌను మాడిపేసేది డౌట్ఫుల్ బ్లడ్. స్మెల్ ఆఫ్ నో, ఇక్కడ మీనింగ్ సరిపోదు ఒకటి. దెన్ ఆల్ ద ఫుడ్ ఇన్ ద రెఫ్రిజిరేటర్ వెంట్ డుబియస్. Dubious means spoil, but food గురించి చెప్తున్నాడు, ఇది సరిపోదు. సో వెన్ క్వశ్చన్ about the night of the murder, the suspect memory was dubious, doubtful. So we may take it as option 4. Then plausible. BLE end అవుతుంది, adjective. Plausible means reasonable. 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 Plausible. Reasonable. ఇంకొక మీనింగ్ probable. 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 Adjective. More plausible. More plausible, most plausible. So definitely we may take first one as the correct one. Then the plausible color noun, plausible adjective, noun modifies color. 2 may be correct. Then a plausible portrait. Portrait అనేది noun modify చేసేది. So all 1, 2, 3. Choice 4. Then next 29 to 33. This is swapping. In the sentences given below, 4 words have been highlighted and placed in a sentence. Identify the correct sequence of the words in the sentence. Identify the correct sequence and mark that option as your answer. The benefits of India's generalized system, the benefits of India generalized system of preferences, restoration, pricing of medical devices, and agriculture trade are all benefits, are all benefits. So, in place of C, we have to use A. In place of C, we have to use A. So, place of C లో ఏ రావాలంటే ఇది కావచ్చు, ఇంకా ఏమైనా ఉందా? But they are just the tip of the important, tip of what is the tip of the dash, the article, after article what you have to use? Noun, tip of the iceberg, tip of the iceberg. So definitely ended with C, it may be. Then put the options like this: the restoration of, the article, restoration noun, the restoration of India's generalized system of preferences, benefits, pricing of medical devices, preferences, benefits, pricing of medical devices, and agricultural trade are all important, but they are just the tip of the iceberg. Option first one is correct. The recently settlement US-Mexico-Canada agreement contains a novel approach. So we have to use contains a novel approach. B in the B place. B in the B place means third one, maybe fourth one. Approach on investment, notably its dash of investor state dispute. What is its? Possessive case. After that, what you have to use? Noun. Its dash of, its settlement of, So C, its settlement of. Now please keep. The recently concluded US-Mexico-Canada agreement contains a novel approach on investment, notably its abandonment of investor state dispute settlement with respect to the US and Canada. So option 4 is correct. Then 31. There were good reasons for entailed the projections of the Finance Commission as making midterm extending in the current scenario would have entitled have తర్వాత ఏం రావాలి? థర్డ్ బాగుంది వర్బు రావాలి. would have మరి ఏం రావాలి? would have entitled. So definitely have తర్వాత థర్డ్ బాంబ్ రావాలి కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ V3 రావాలా? ended with A. Ended with A means only this one. Choice 2. Now there were good reasons for extending the tenure. Tenure means period. P-E-R-I-O-D. Extending the period of the Finance Commission as making medium-term projections in the current scenario would have entitled serious risks. Entailed. Adi Babu. Then next, the Commission has continued as తర్వాత V3 రావాలా? Anything V3 no. So it should be started with A. A means choice 3. No need to C also. So the Commission has continued with the approach and methodology adopted by the previous commissions for tax devaluation and revenue gap grants methodology. So ended with B. Then there was considerable initiatives over the terms of formula of the Commission requiring it to use 2001 population in its reference by the states that had taken controversy to arrest population growth. There was considerable adjective. So here, considerable initiatives, considerable formula, considerable controversy over. Generally, controversy over, controversy over, that over takes controversy. So it started with D. D means second one or fourth one. Now read. There was considerable controversy over the terms of initiatives, over the terms of initiatives, over the terms of reference of the commission requiring it to use 2011 population in its formula. In its formula. Now, after possessive case, we have to use noun. In its formula, by the state that he had taken initiatives, that he had taken what? Initiatives to arrest population. So instead of 2, 4 must be correct. Okay, students, this paper is very typical. You please try to listen this video for 2 times so that you may have some clarity. So this is the main standard, but you have to concentrate only on English. Okay, we may meet you for the next paper tomorrow.